Okay, what is a public के हालचाल कैसे हो सारे। हम्म, आज बाकी के स्टोरी क्वेस्ट करेंगे, देखते हैं। कल 2 ख़त्म किए थे, आज भी 2 ख़त्म कर पाए तो उसके बाद दूसरे क्वेस्ट ख़त्म करेंगे, क्योंकि अपने को प्रीमो कलेक्ट करने हैं ढेर सारे। बिफोर 4.6 अपने को ढेर सारे प्रीमो चाहिए, है ना। एंड
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Okay.
Relax.
Join. I think should be enough to notify everyone that we are live, and I guess we can begin. यहाँ पे कुछ बुक्स देखी है मैंने ढेर सारी, देखते हैं ज़रा। You know, like Liuwe, I think I should purchase them all because achievement निकल सकती है, शायद हो। अचीवमेंट नहीं है क्या कोई, देखते हैं। एंड दैट्स द लास्ट वन, नो अचीवमेंट, कोई ना। देखते हैं यार, मैं उतना कुछ पढ़ता नहीं है ये सब, है ना। मतलब अगर मेरे को लॉर ही चेक करना है देन आई विल गो टू द वेबसाइट, क्योंकि यहाँ पे पूरा पेज पढ़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, जो मेन चीज़ है वो पढ़ लो, है ना। बुक्स, लेट्स चेक तिब्बत ट्रैवल गाइड। अबे ये सब क्या मतलब, अच्छा नया वॉल्यूम, नया ये आया वॉल्यूम 3। आई डोंट थिंक सो ये पढ़ा होगा अपने पास ये तो। फॉल ऑफ द फेडेड कैसल, ये क्या है भाई। वॉल्यूम 2 एंड वॉल्यूम 3, तो वॉल्यूम 1 ढूंढना है हमको, एंड तब जाके आई गेस अचीवमेंट कुछ मिलेगा। समझ गया। 1000 नाइट्स, यार ये ठीक है, समझ गए। मेरे ख्याल से एक काम करते हैं छोटा सा, सबसे पहले ये कर लेते हैं सब, उसके बाद विल बिगिन विद दिस लिटिल स्टोरी क्वेस्ट। आज का कोशिश रहेगा कि भाई जितना हो सके उतना कंप्लीट करे। व्हाट, समथिंग वेंट रॉन्ग, क्या क्या गलत हो गया भाई इसके साथ। समझ में नहीं आया मेरे को अभी। क्या गलत हो गया। है ना. Go to the daily quest. अरे करना चाहिए डेली क्वेस्ट, नहीं करना चाहिए. फूड डिलीवरी है, देन रेस्टोर टावर, इमरजेंसी एंड डिफेंस है. नहीं भाई, एक भी मुझे अचीवमेंट से रिलेटेड नहीं लग रहा है. बस एक और अचीवमेंट है मेरे ख्याल से मॉन्स्टेड के अंदर जो बाकी है ना. सो लेट्स गो नेविगेट एंड ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे.
Paimon has so many questions about his true identity. Let's go talk to him and find out.
अभी कितना बात करोगे? पता तो चल गया कि भाई वो ड्रैगन है, हैं? हाइड्रो ड्रैगन है, और क्या ही जानना है आपको. अरे दरवाजा खोलो भाई साहब. गलत बात, दरवाजा नहीं खोलते तुम हैं.
Too slow.
देख रहे हो भाई.
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Nervalet, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
Oh, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards. Nervalet, Sadine, hey there! What are you two talking about?
हाँ, हम तुम्हारे काम में टांग अड़ाने आ गए
Paimon,
हैं.
please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own. Now, this is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private?
Thank you for your concern, but I currently have no such plans. Oh, apologies. I took your question in earnest, but it now occurs to me that it was most likely in jest.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired.
Huh? I have no idea why you're so... I've checked the schedule in advance and it seems like...
Thank you for understanding.
Then I shall return... Judging from Sadine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events. There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance. It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Iudex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms. There were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them. The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines. All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating? There's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on the political system of, however, since
Outsider, but aren't you the Chief Justice?
I understand what you know very well about my true identity. Even though I was taking on the role of I have lived in Fontaine for a long time.
Yeah, let's team up.
Let us go.
So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true? Paimon feels like he has...
अभी स्टार्ट हो रहा है.
Paimon's been thinking. God
नहीं,
yourself
पाइमॉन
must
मत
be
सोचो
kind of
तुम, मत
bothered,
सोचो.
right? But since
तुम्हारे
you're
दिमाग में
neither
खाने
right,
के अलावा और कुछ
wouldn't
चीज
dragging
चलेगी
out of
नहीं.
water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more... Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Let's see. We have a teleporter over there. Let's go. Let's go. यार स्ट्रीमिंग के चक्कर में मैं काम करना
I never
भूल
thought I'd
जाऊं.
see him here. Does anyone have a camera?
मेरे को हेलो मेरी बात कर रहे हो, मेरी हेलो हेलो हेलो. भाई ये कुत्ते चाहिए मेरे को. Let's see if I can capture them. Z. And this card target cannot be captured. देख रहे हो? अच्छा नेविलेट को देख के बोल रही थी क्या? मेरे को लगा भाई अपनी फोटो लेनी है इसको.
Kiara.
Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are? Oh, I remember. You're the traveler
Thanks for the
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter. The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about cats, but Sidine told me it was
Have you run into...
suspicious-looking people. What counts as a... Ah!
Did you think of something?
Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like...
Do you still have the letter with you?
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Now then. Get lost. A simple
Eh?
threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself. We can't rule out that since you can't think of anyone suspicious.
Someone was
We'll
using
be
the
heading
camera.
back to the Kiara, you should
I
come
saw
with
camera.
Sure. Wait,
But you are being watched.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone's...
thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
All right. Let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place. So, Kiara, how old are you?
Let me think. 1, 2, 10?
वाह
I can't
गिनती
remember.
खत्म हो गई इनकी यहीं पे.
But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Didn't Nervala mention her just now? That was more than 400 years
अबे मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि यार ऐसा कोई कैरेक्टर नहीं मिलेगा क्या हमको हैं प्लेएबल कैरेक्टर
My memory is
जो ऐसे सेम स्पीशीज से हो जैसे जस्ट लाइक डायोना.
based on how I feel about them.
डायोना इज अ हाफ
Paimon
ह्यूमन.
feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
टिक 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 टिक.
I'm on Steve. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Yeah, someone took a picture of us. चियोरिया बुटीक स्टाफ. अब डूड ये चियोरी की शॉप है ये क्या? What the fuck? मेरे को लग रहा है कि ये वो होगी क्या नाम
Strange.
वो रिपोर्टर.
Kiara, you're here. Huh?
कियारा अडवाणी
These
है.
two.
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here? All right. Guess I shouldn't have asked.
May I begin inspecting?
Of course. Go ahead.
No hazards detected.
That was quick.
Well, I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that I smell of things like bloodstains. No,
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model.
वाह.
Is that okay with you?
Children's outfit.
is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there really someone watching us? Shh.
हाँ I knew it. यही होगी.
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha! Ah! Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. Wait,
Threat letter? What threat letter? This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
you want to interview him?
ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है कि हर एक स्टोरी क्वेस्ट के अंदर ये होगी.
Only one, you know. Interviewing him
एवरी
is
सिंगल
as
स्टोरी क्वेस्ट के अंदर ये सबके
journalist
इंटरव्यू ही ले रही है.
But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have to. So imagine how surprised
surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Yeah, we're doing a secret.
I see. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about? I swear I won't tell.
All right then.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little melazine?
Cute little Melzy.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after. I'll ask my comp, but I gotta warn you. Why? People care a great anyway.
Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check it.
ओ अरे क्या नाम इसका नाम भूल गया मैं.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great.
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Cloran, what are you doing here? It seems that you just...
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia,
Cloran,
I heard that
yes.
Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happen to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands.
ठीक है भाई.
Quit following me.
वापस जाना पड़ेगा अंदर.
Quit following me. Too slow. Behold!
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran.
That is good to hear. I trust her.
We thought so too.
I've been looking over the case record. I've come up with 2 plans. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears...
They both sound like...
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official...
We'll help you read through them.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there was a...
Konnichiwa sensei. मैं कहाँ से sensei हो गया भाई?
Oh, there's so many
ठीक बा,
documents
कोई ना.
lying around.
Konnichiwa. क्या हाल चाल?
You handle.
Sweet,
I
sweet
would love to
कैसी
answer
है?
that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000...
Whoa, that's a lot.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but
That's a very
trials, there are many
surprising
documents
visit.
here. All right, let us take a break then. Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memoria for matters outside of work. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
काहे नहीं?
Thank you.
खाना बस खाना दे दो भाई.
Paimon wonders what Novelette likes. He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like T-Luke. What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
पाइमन भी like दारू पीनी है मेरे को. दारू दो.
So it's just plain old.
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated. I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tivat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa Village, and Inazuma's Konda Village. Here is one of their latest products. Water from
Konda
Sumeru's
Village?
Apam Woods.
इनाज़ुमा के अंदर कोंडा विलेज याद क्यों नहीं आ रहा मेरे को?
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of
और
Cider Lake
क्या हाल
warm
चाल?
the heart. The waters of Chintsa Village have a poignant, distinct differences exist between the waters of each area.
Really? Let Paimon try.
अस्वी क्या कर रही हो यार आजकल?
What do you think?
पाइमन एक नंबर की बुक्कड़ भाई. ऐसे लपकी है ना.
Nope. Paimon couldn't.
How regrettable. It's
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do? Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon? We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society?
वाह.
Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. For a long time, my memory was rather incomplete.
Hey, I forgot
With
his
regard to the primordial
reincarnation.
sea, for
Yeah.
example, I used to only be able to vaguely recall its connection. Perhaps the elemental
True.
I have been holding on to these unanswered, but there is one thing I've discovered. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. But
Have you made any progress then?
perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents?
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But
Water? Do you mean...
that's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
वाह.
Why didn't Paimon think of that?
Perhaps we should go.
ये कर लो यार. पता नहीं यार कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा फुद्दू सा रीज़न पकड़ा देंगे ये लोग. यार ये तो चेक किया ही नहीं मैंने. ओ याओ याओ. अरे हाँ एक और चीज़ है. डेली क्लेम कर लेते. बाकी भाई कौन देख रहा है लाइव अभी? दर्शन स्वी anyone there? Nobody's here. Okay. circus, apro, circus, apro, parara, 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 parara. एंड साउंड क्यों नहीं आती है यार ईमेल की साउंड आनी
You think
चाहिए
I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is.
और कहाँ जाएंगे ना फाउंटेन ऑफ लुसीव हर एक मैप के अंदर ना एक ये ऐसी एक चीज़ तो होनी चाहिए लाइक पता नहीं क्या मज़ा आता है इन लोग को कि बेटा तुम करो ग्राइंडिंग ठीक है मतलब एकदम ऐसे गांड घिस के तुम कलेक्ट करो जो भी तुम्हारे क्या बोलते हैं इसको चीज़ें भूल क्यों जाता हूँ मैं सिजिल है ना और उसके बाद तुम लाइक अपना शॉप एक्सेस कर पाओगे उसको लेवल अप करो
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Just to occupy silence. I probably shouldn't disturb them. Quit following me.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me.
A safe distance? Neverlet, what exactly are you? Whoa, it's glowing!
वो तो जस्ट हैपेंड मेमोरी देख रहे हैं क्या हम यहाँ पे ओह डूड डोंट टेल मी ओह शीश क्या बात है
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become
अच्छा
a
ये
lot more meaningful.
पास्ट चल रहा है ये
But a
बिगिनिंग में जब
meaningful life also comes with its risk.
It's still
ठीक है
true.
चलो समझ
For
गए
almost 20
I'll just skip the
I understand your confusion. I too came here for,
Really? The truth is,
logically speaking, different identity. There aren't many.
oh, I'm confident
I believe in you.
Huh?
Yes?
That stone.
He is an...
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. Hello. I'm Carol. A Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe—
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Mare Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Nervilet in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't in—
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Nervilet's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Wow.
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Nervilet said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I still want to try a little harder.
ठीक है यार.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away.
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
अलग ही चल रहा है यहाँ पे सीन. You cannot do anything instead of running. Man, controls. Oh, this teleportation waypoint is not unlocked.
Monsieur Nervilet, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melazines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without. It won't be long before Melazines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
of peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Nervalette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Nervilette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a...
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Nervalette, too!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Nervilette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated.
That is...
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Nervilette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to?
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Delaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. I should have known. Can you understand how I
understand, but I'm...
That's exactly why we need to keep the... I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol, and settled the score with the group that framed his friend.
Hey, I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Nervilette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Nervilette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Nervilette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Nervilette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds! Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did? Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist at...
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the... I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but due to my negligence, the
Wow. The Hydro... Anyways, the last time we came here,
It is as you said. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience. Which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to... It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I rem-
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there...
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asked. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're... So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation. accompanied by the trap. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long. But the
Anyway, any progress?
The suspects who we are planning to
All right, then I'll wait for my word. Ta-ta.
Nevertheless.
I have already considered that possibility. What is more important, I hope the same won't happen.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against Amelazine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melazines? Show yourself!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But
that's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and—
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Nervilette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Nervilette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the Special Patrol came to help.
Shh! Look! Isn't that Nervilette?
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is true.
So, one...
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better. The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one. The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
भाई इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक डेड, ये कब हुआ? सॉरी आई वाज AFK. हाँ, ये कब हुआ? मतलब इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय? मैं यूज़ करता नहीं है, मैं लाइक करता है जस्ट टू वॉच लाइक मीम्स एंड ऑल स्टफ, है ना. बाकी इंस्टाग्राम भूल जाओ भाई. मेरी साइड से अपलोड्स तुमको 0 मिलेंगे. नो अपलोड्स, नथिंग एट ऑल.
Quit following me. Swallow Fury. Too slow.
Pshum.
Hey Navia, we're here! Whoa. Check out all these people! Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
But... Oh well, let's get back to business.
Yes, that's me.
You're Essa?
Yes, yes, Monsieur Nervilette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
I did, but I was just following orders.
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I'm extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
Relax.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
What the thing? अरे ये विस्ने लिखा ना like Instagram, Facebook, dad. So I was like समझा नहीं मैं मतलब क्या क्या dad हो गया मतलब कैसे dad? Remains of the past day. Involvement in this quest.
Relax.
कंटिन्यू करते हैं यार, है ना?
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed guests.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself! Guess we've made a name for ourselves at this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you... let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said. Meaning, to be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator.
He's got the same concerns we do.
I'm concerned about this incident because... That's an easy one.
Did I hear someone say Melusine? What happened? Sijuin! Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here. Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clarande...
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal? Writhsley. Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct? Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure
it is kinda like, you know,
but enough jokes.
you can choose to be F2P, है ना? Or maybe you can also pay for all the goods and all stuff. So yeah, F2P के अंदर तुम्हारे पास limited sources हो जाएंगे.
And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas.
यहाँ पे जा रहे हैं क्या? ये है कहाँ पे? This is very confusing. So pay to win, yes, you can pay, है ना? लेकिन वही सिस्टम है कि ये गाचा गेम है। अगर तुम पे नहीं भी करते हो और जस्ट F2P ही खेलते हो तब भी कुछ जाएगा नहीं, है ना। क्या बावासी है ये। ये नीचे जाता है एलिवेटर, इधर जाना पड़ेगा, है ना। तो इसके अंदर अलग अलग वो होते हैं, एक F2Ps होते हैं, देन फिशेस के ऊपर नाम दिया गया है समथिंग लाइक जो सबसे ज़्यादा पे करते हैं ना इस गेम के अंदर, सबसे ज़्यादा पैसे उड़ाते हैं उनको वेल्स बोला जाता है। नहीं नहीं नहीं, हाँ, मैं F2P प्लेयर हूँ, ठीक है। मैं F2P प्लेयर हूँ और तुमको एक सिंगल पैसा खर्च करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है इस गेम के ऊपर, जस्ट टू एन्जॉय द गेम ऑन इट्स पीक, है ना। F2P प्लेयर्स हूँ और तुमको इसमें ज़्यादातर लाइक अच्छे अच्छे कैरेक्टर फ्री में मिल जाएंगे। बाकी तुम प्रीमो सेव कर सकते हो और बढ़िया बढ़िया 5 स्टार भी निकाल सकते हो जो तुमको चाहिए। वेट अ मिनट, मेरा आवाज़ अजीब सा आ रहा है, साला खुद का आवाज़ मैं सुन रहा हूँ। हाँ, मतलब बढ़िया से बढ़िया तुम देख रहे हो ये सारे मैंने इकट्ठा करके, ये मतलब बचा बचा के निकाले, तुमको एक स्ट्रेटेजी से चलना पड़ेगा। शाह वो हो गया, ये हो गया, ये हो गई, है ना, ये हो गया, ये सारे मैंने लाइक प्लान करके निकाले थे। बाकी ये सारे एक्सीडेंटली मिले हैं मेरे को, ये प्लान नहीं की थी, ये भी प्लान नहीं की थी। ये तो तुम्हारा मेन कैरेक्टर है, ये तुमको एज इट इज़ ही मिलेगा। ये भी प्लान नहीं की थी, ये हो गया। ये मेरा पहला 5 स्टार है, मेरे को पता भी नहीं था उस टाइम पे, है ना। ये भी प्लान नहीं की थी मैंने। तो वही है यार, इसके अंदर ना एक इकट्ठा करो, हो जाएगा इकट्ठा। देखो मैं बढ़िया एक चीज़, अगर तुम स्टार्ट कर रहे हो ना तो मैं सजेस्ट करूँगा कि AR-45 तक ना इकट्ठा करो, जितने भी प्रीमो, जितने भी फेट। ये प्रीमो कन्वर्ट होते हैं फेट के अंदर, और 2 टाइप के फेट है, एक ये वाला है, एक ये वाला है। ये स्टैंडर्ड बैनर के लिए होता है, ये तुम्हारा जो इवेंट बैनर होता है इसके लिए होता है। ये हर महीने चेंज हो जाते हैं, समथिंग 15 दिन में चेंज होते हैं, 2 फेज़ में, हर एक वर्जन के 2 फेज़ होते हैं। तो ये सेकंड फेज़ चल रहा है अभी, और 6 दिन के अंदर ये भी गायब हो जाएगा, है ना। फिर नया कोई बैनर आएगा। तो वही है, सेव करके रखो। अभी 14,000 हुए मेरे को और चाहिए, अपने को अच्छे खासे चाहिए, क्योंकि मेरे को दोनों निकालने अपकमिंग कैरेक्टर जो आने वाला है नेक्स्ट से नेक्स्ट वर्जन में, है ना। बाकी वही है यार, बाकी तुमको F2P ऑप्शन भी मिल रहते हैं अच्छे खासे। वही है, वेपन को लेवल अप करो, है ना। अब इन्हेंस करने के लिए इसका डोमेन फार्म करना पड़ेगा, है ना। आर्टिफैक्ट कलेक्ट करने के लिए तुमको आर्टिफैक्ट का डोमेन फार्म करना पड़ेगा, और इसके लिए कोई पैसे वैसे नहीं लगते। बस मटेरियल इकट्ठा करो, फार्म करो, अच्छा खासा लेवल अप करो इसको, है ना। स्कारा, यो यो, व्हाट इज अप, व्हाट इज अप। वही है, मतलब यार कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है कुछ भी स्पेंड करने की। बिंदास प्ले एज एन F2P प्लेयर एंड स्टोरी के मज़े उठाओ भाई। इसका वर्ल्ड बड़ा सुंदर है, स्टोरी अच्छी है, वही है। बस ग्राइंडिंग थोड़ी अनोइंग लग सकती है, क्योंकि ना ये बहुत ही टाइम कंज्यूमिंग गेम है, तो तुमको ग्राइंडिंग के अंदर थोड़ा लगेगा कि भाई टाइम लेगा ये। Yo Skara, how are you? Where are you from? And do you play Genshin? अभी ये रिवॉर्ड लेना भूल गए हम, लेते हैं बाद में। कहाँ आ गए बेटा तुम? और ऊपर जाना है यार, ये क्या हो रहा है? कोनो फिरकी ले रहा है भाई। बढ़िया, ओके, नाइस नाइस। Yep, I do play Genshin pure 1000% F2P. देखो भाई, है ना? And being F2P is the real fun, dude. Honestly, if I say play Genshin as a F2P and like मजा आ जाएगा तुमको. Yeah, same here. I'm also a F2P player.
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon.
Oh. I can hear the villain trying to escape.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway. Thirst is a warning sign that
एक भी
you're
सिंगल
dehydrated.
परचेज नहीं है मेरे अकाउंट पे. आई गॉट decent characters to clear game content. Yeah,
I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about.
eventually you will get it. Like तुम्हारे पास बहुत टाइम है.
Typical Sejuin.
मैं बोलता हूँ कि अभी भी आज की डेट में भी तुम एक नया अकाउंट लेके चालू करोगे, बहुत टाइम है. You have a lot of time to like do all the grinding, do all the exploration. मतलब मज़ा आएगा
You noticed them
बढ़िया
too?
से.
The badges they wore on their chests look.
Familiar. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them.
That's not a bad.
एंड मैं बोलूँगा कि यार तुमको लाइक लिटरली मेरे को कैरेक्टर पुल करने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है ना. अनटिल अनलेस यू रीच लाइक समथिंग अराउंड 45, तब तक ना तुमको कोई आर्टिफैक्ट की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. कोई भी आर्टिफैक्ट चल जाएगा. रैंडम आर्टिफैक्ट जो मिलते हैं वही अब एक्विप कर लो, है ना. रियल खेल स्टार्ट होगा तुम्हारा आफ्टर 45.
Anything you need? Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
We have a very long... We have never had men helping each other as...
Sounds like a pretty...
But people won't...
है यार, इस गेम के अंदर सीन है ऐसा है ना कि लाइक तुमको गेम को समझना ज़रूरी है. गेम का थोड़ा बहुत नॉलेज होना ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि ना लाइक स्टार्टिंग में लोग बहुत गलतियाँ करते हैं और हमने भी की थी भाई. तो भी जो भी नया प्लेयर मिलता है उनको बस यही बोलते हैं कि भाई ये मत करना, है ना.
You two look kind of... It's the symbol of the... From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals. The first president of our... All of us have a lot...
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neverland.
Oh, sorry. So बढ़िया है यार, ट्राई करो.
Quit following me.
45 पे भी अगर रश किया है तो दिक्कत ऑल ईज. आई मीन या अगर तुम्हारे पास अच्छे दोस्त है, टीममेट्स है जो कि तुमसे हाई लेवल के हैं, तो तुम उनको हेल्प के लिए बोल सकते हो, है ना. क्योंकि लाइक हमारे लिए ना किसी लो लेवल वर्ल्ड के अंदर जाना इज़ लाइक बीइंग अ गॉड. जस्ट वन सिंगल अटैक और बड़ा से बड़ा बॉस मर जाएगा. मज़ा आता है भाई, मेरे को तो मज़ा आता है लो लेवल वर्ल्ड में जाने का, है ना. एंड वही है यार, जस्ट आस्क देम फॉर द हेल्प एंड दे विल हेल्प यू इन ऑल द ग्राइंडिंग्स एंड ऑल द बॉसेस एंड ऑल स्टफ. बहुत ही इजी पीजी चलेगा तुम्हारा. बस अब फिर उसके बाद तुमको फिर अच्छा एक आर्टिफैक्ट सेट पुल कर लेना है जो भी तुम्हारा कैरेक्टर है, एंड यू आर गुड टू गो. सिंगल एक सिंपल सी सिंगल एक टीम बना लो, चल जाएगा. एंड अगर तुम स्पैरोलेबिस उसके बाद लाइक आफ्टर 55 तुम स्पैरोलेबिस करने जाओगे तो उसके लिए 2 बढ़िया सी टीम बना दो. बूम बाम भाई. फिर हर महीने तुम प्रीमोस भी आराम से निकाल लोगे. एंड अगर प्लानिंग के साथ चलोगे तो तुम अपना फेवरेट कैरेक्टर भी आराम से निकाल पाओगे. जस्ट कलेक्ट द प्रीमोस, वेट फॉर योर टाइम, है ना. और बढ़िया से विश करो भाई. एंड ऑनेस्टली फाई से मैं बोलता हूँ कि यार कैरेक्टर भी मत निकालो यार. जस्ट गो विथ लाइक नाइस 4 स्टार और उसको एक बढ़िया सा 5 स्टार वेपन दे दो, है ना. सबसे बेस्ट है, बढ़िया डैमेज देगा, बढ़िया चलेगा भाई. और 4 स्टार आराम से मिल जाते इजीली, उतना मेहनत नहीं लगता 5 स्टार जितना। और वेपन तुम्हारा वैसे ही गारंटीड होता है, फेट अपना एक लगा के चांट कर लो एंड यप यप यप।
Quit following me. Too slow. Squall and fury.
मैं क्या दबा रहा हूँ? एक और दूसरी गेम है जो मेरे को अच्छी लगती है, विच इज़ वॉरफ्रेम। वॉरफ्रेम के अंदर उसका इन गेम मार्केट है। सो लाइक यू कैन परचेज ऑल द स्टफ यू वांट, यू कैन सेल एक्स्ट्रा स्टफ यू हैव एंड बढ़िया से प्लेटिनम बनाओ, और जो भी चीज़ चाहिए भाई एज एन F2P प्लेयर तुम पूरा सारा मज़ा ले सकते हो हर एक चीज़ का, है ना। लेकिन वो भी सेम है इसकी तरह, ग्राइंडिंग में टाइम जाता है, बहुत टाइम जाता है ग्राइंडिंग के अंदर। प्लस उसके अंदर क्राफ्टिंग का जो सीन है तुमको बनाने के, उसके अंदर लाइक पूरे पूरे दिन चला जाता है, 12-12 घंटे का कूल डाउन होता है।
Why don't you explain everything to him? Neuvillette? What do you want? What do you... Calm down. I merely want to ask you, was it your idea to send
वो अगर चीज़ ना, वो जो ट्रेडिंग वाला सिस्टम है, वो अगर जिनशिन के अंदर आ जाए ना भाई, ये गेम बहुत ही ब्रोकन बन जाएगा।
So there really isn't any... That idiot! Let me ask this another way. Who is pulling your...
Like अगर just think कि you can trade the materials, boss materials, weapon materials and the artifact, बस ये दो चीज़ इतनी ऐसी है कि जो शायद ट्रेडेबल हो जाए। तो भाई मतलब I don't know what to say यार, क्योंकि ऐसे ऐसे लोग पड़े हैं ना, मैं देख रहा हूँ कि जिनके पास बढ़िया से बढ़िया आर्टिफैक्ट होते हैं, मतलब पूरा का पूरा लाइक यू नो भरा पड़ा है, और हम इतना ग्राइंड करते, इतना फार्म करते हैं, साला एक आर्टिफैक्ट अच्छा नहीं मिलता है।
I can do that. You see, I only intended to do some after making a few trips. I was suddenly approached by the
ट्रेडिंग
Mari
सिस्टम
Shosei
सबसे अच्छी
Phantom.
माइनक्राफ्ट में
They
है।
accused me of
Oh,
smuggling
I never
prohibited
played
items.
Minecraft.
I was put
I
on
have no
trial.
idea.
But I refused to accept it.
And then you decided to take...
बड़ा वही है ना कि लाइक सेम सिस्टम ऐसा कुछ अगर जिनशिन में इंट्रोड्यूस हो जाता है, लेकिन ये करेंगे नहीं, मुझे मालूम है ये नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि ये गाचा गेम है एंड दे वांट अस टू गैम्बल एवरीथिंग ऑन देयर सिंपल मैकेनिज्म।
Mutual. In the end, I had to redirect my focus on... I recall that Kiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Kiara and force her to resign from the Mari Shosei Phantom. Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently? No. Is it true that all... Yes. That's all I know.
Sijween, please take him back to the detention center. I'll do...
भाई जेल में बैठे बैठे कांड कर रहे हैं ये लोग यार।
Yes. I experienced it.
यार ये बहुत ही हेक्टिक लगता है यार, लंबी लंबी स्टोरीज, फालतू कन्वर्सेशंस, एंड यू डोंट हैव ऑप्शन टू स्किप।
Time can change a lot of things.
स्किप का ऑप्शन दे दो बस एक,
400 years ago, you and the
है
Melazines
ना,
you
सिनेमैटिक्स दिखा दो चल जाएगा।
But in the present day,
बाकी स्टोरी तो मैं आर्चीव में जाके रीड कर लूँगा पूरी की पूरी, लॉर में जाके पढ़ लूँगा मैं।
Monsieur Neuvillette, when people refuse for almost 500 people no longer right now.
Gets it now? No wonder no one wanted to join.
I am undeserving. It isn't anything special or worthy of... It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wish to investigate something on your own.
I must say that you've made a... Thank you for clear...
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too?
Thank you for the offer. Well, some are here to the less time I...
In that case, I'll have to...
Please.
The first is about...
And the guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memoria's staff.
Well, that makes things a lot easier. Hey now, don't... Those from up there, I'll have a chat with...
I see no issue.
The other thing was... I
9:13 को चालू किया था,
According to existing... In other
1 घंटे से ऊपर हो चुका है.
What?
इसको ना एक टाइम लिमिट के अंदर रखो यार. मैंने काफ़ी टाइम सर्वे के अंदर ये सब फिल किया होगा कि भाई ऐसा ऐसा दिक्कत है.
Perhaps he had been... Nevertheless, and thus, and to those who had been... That's all from me.
I don't have any... Well then.
Please, take care.
मतलब आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट समझ आता है कि आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट तुम कर लो भाई, 3 घंटे का भी कर लो चल जाएगा. 3 से 4 घंटे के नॉर्मली होते हैं आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट यार. और समझ में आता है कि यार वो मेन क्वेस्ट है, वो मेन स्टोरी लाइन से कनेक्टेड है ना. लोग देखेंगे, इंटरेस्टेड होते हैं लोग. लेकिन ये साइड क्वेस्ट भी इतने लंबे लंबे खींच देते हैं ना ये लोग.
I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind.
और अगर स्टोरी क्वेस्ट चल रही है तो वो उस कैरेक्टर के बारे में हो तो भी ठीक है यार, कि भाई कैरेक्टर के बारे में उनको पता चल रहा है. यहाँ पे कुछ अलग ही भसड़ चल रही है यार.
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Hey!
What I really think is every
Oh,
trial you've ever judged
dude.
has left its impression on you. And that's
रेयरली इथर का आवाज सुनने को मिलता है यार. एक्सपेक्ट मेन क्वेस्ट, आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट. रेयरली इथर का आवाज सुनने को मिलता है. ये थोड़ा अजीब लगा मेरे को कि इन्होंने लाइक डायलॉग ऑप्शन नहीं दिया नीचे, and instead of that वो खुद बोला.
Since sometime these changes were not due to any specific, I will try to contemplate this further.
You are welcome. Ooh, cinematics.
Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella. Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder.
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Dude.
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Nervilette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How
can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
जोंगली ने ह्यूमन फॉर्म ले लिया, इसने भी ह्यूमन फॉर्म ले लिया. मैं सोच रहा हूँ फिलहाल डिवालिन अगर शायद रीइंकार्नेट हो सकता या समहाउ ट्राउन के अंदर. ओके अभी ख़त्म नहीं हुआ है भाई, बड़ा लंबा चला ये क्वेस्ट.
Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry.
मेरे ख्याल से नेटवर्क नहीं चल रहा है ठीक से, है ना?
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way,
हाँ मेरे ख्याल से
Kira?
नेटवर्क बिगड़ रहा है मेरा.
More than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy. So I asked her to stay inside the palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Yes! Thank you so much, monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
करते चाहे जितना भरोसा हवाओं से खुद से ना. अबे बीच में मेरे ख्याल से ना हल्का सा नेटवर्क चला गया था, समथिंग समथिंग. नोबडी इज वाचिंग. ओके देन आई विल टॉक टू माय सेल्फ. अबे हाँ, रिवॉर्ड ले लो पहले बेटा, रिवॉर्ड ले लो, रिवॉर्ड भूल जाओगी. छोड़ो आसमानों को और दो जहानों से खुद से ना.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
अबे बीच बीच में लोग गायब हो जा रहे हैं। यहाँ पे ठीक से दिखाता नहीं है ना, कभी कभार 0 दिखाएगा, कभी कभार 1 दिखाएगा, 2 दिखाएगा, कंफ्यूजिंग सा हो जाता है। कहाँ पे है ये? गाना गाते गाते कहाँ चले गए? अरे गाना गाते गाते हम गए थे डिश रखने।
Thank you for completing today's commission. Add astra.
हाँ ये भी सही है कि ज़रूरत नहीं है तुमको डेली करने की, यहाँ से ही निकाल लो डायरेक्ट, है ना। हाँ तो मैं यही बोल रहा था कि जस्ट ट्राई इट आउट, है ना। एक रुपया भी स्पेंड करने का ज़रूरत नहीं है इस गेम पे, बस तुम्हारा स्टोरेज खाएगा एंड डेटा खाएगा ये गेम, और कुछ नहीं खाएगा, है ना। ऑप्शन है तुम्हारे पास, अगर तुम चाहो तो तुम स्पेंड कर सकते हो, लेकिन देखो भाई मैंने कुछ स्पेंड नहीं किया। देख लो टॉप अप, देख लो मेरे सारे बोनस दिख रहे हैं, ये बोनस जिन लोगों ने नहीं किया होगा स्पेंड, उन पे ऊपर बोनस दिखेगा। ये पहली बार स्पेंड करने पे बोनस मिलता है, अपन ने अभी तक नहीं किया है। हाँ काफ़ी बार मन किया है ऐसा कि स्पेंड करूँ, फिर सोचा यार छोड़ो भाई, है ना। क्योंकि ना इसका मैकेनिज्म इस तरह से बनाया ना, लाइक कि ये इट्स मोर लाइक अ गैम्बलिंग। कि तुम एक बार वो करोगे ना पुल, फिर तुम्हारा मन करेगा कि भाई नहीं यार मेरे को ये कैरेक्टर चाहिए, मुझे ये निकालना है, मुझे वो निकालना है, और तुम फिर उसके लिए पैसे लगाओगे, तुम पुल करोगे। सो रहा है ये तो।
It's quite old.
Thank you, Miss, and thank you too, Traveler and Big Sister.
Do you remember Domenico?
Let me think. By the way, in my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, "Kiara, our dreams have finally come true." I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
I can sense you.
बहुत टाइम ले लिया यार इसने।
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
See you next time.
फोर 464 का मोबाइल है, सपोर्ट नहीं करेगा गेम। आई डिड नॉट अंडरस्टूड व्हाट डज दैट मीन 464। मतलब हाँ वही है ना कि तुम गेम इंडिया के अंदर बहुत ही कम प्लेयर है जो इस गेम को खेलते हैं, क्योंकि मोबाइल या टैबलेट के अंदर तुमको सबसे पहले तो चाहिए रहेंगे स्पेक्स, बढ़िया वाले स्पेक्स, एंड जो सबके पास होता नहीं है। सिस्टम में तुम्हारा वैसे भी चल जाएगा, तुम्हारा डिसेंट सा जीपीयू होगा, पीसी पे चल जाएगा, बट फ़ोन तो भूल जाओ भाई। फ़ोन के ऊपर बहुत ही ख़राब हालत हो जाती है फ़ोन की। मिनिमम तुमको लाइक समथिंग अराउंड लाइक 800 का प्रोसेसर, स्नैपड्रैगन 800 समथिंग, और मिनिमम 8 GB रैम लगेगा ही लगेगा, और स्टोरेज अलग से। अब क्या करना है भैया बताओ तो सही। स्टोरी क्वेस्ट, अबे ख़त्म हो गई क्वेस्ट, अब मजाक हो रहा है ये। पता भी नहीं चला भाई मेरे को क्वेस्ट कब ख़त्म हो गई। अरे मोरी मैया, मैंने देखा भी नहीं लास्ट वो जो आता है समथिंग प्रॉप। हाँ माउंटेन बाद में करते हैं। यार बहुत कुछ बाकी है यार करने को तो। सबका बाकी है करना तो पड़ेगा। चलो चलो नेविगेट। और इनके लिए जाना पड़ेगा जेल के अंदर। जेल चले जाते हैं कोई ना। लुक फॉर ऑब्जेक्टिव इन द। अरे यार देखो यार ये प्रॉब्लम रहता है यार। ये बोलेगा कि भाई तुम्हारा बाकी है क्वेस्ट। आज कोई दूसरा गेम ट्राई करो। कौन सा गेम ट्राई करूं? What do you want me to try? दूसरा तो फिर मेरे पास जो मैं खेलता हूँ रेगुलर तो नहीं खेलता। कभी कभार ऐसे ही। अब मन नहीं करता चालू करने का यार, है ना। Let's see. Wait a minute. नया गेम एक करके रखा है मैंने, लाइफ आफ्टर और GTA। अरे बोल तो रहा हूँ मैं। कोई भी ऐसा गेम जिसमें पैसे खर्च हो रहे मैं नहीं कर रहा। अपन हर एक एंगल से F2P है। मैं क्या करने आया था इधर भूल गया। अभी ये मैं क्यों अब नोटिस कर रहा हूँ, ये ग्लो करता है क्या? वाओ। एक और निकलेगा इधर से। वॉर फ्रेम दिखाता हूँ मैं तुमको। वॉर फ्रेम देखो तुम। रुको इसको बंद करना पड़ेगा पहले। वैसे भी क्वेस्ट हो गया, एक क्वेस्ट ख़त्म किया है, बाकी का कल करेंगे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। एंड वेट अ मिनट, आई फॉरगॉट कि वो हाँ आई गेस स्टीम के अंदर है। इतने सारे अकाउंट बनाने पड़ते हैं यार।